Hey, good morning, everyone. Our project today is about a pumpkin notan. So we're working with pumpkins for the month of November, and I wanted to share with you how you can work with positive and negative space in this project. It's a very easy project once you understand the steps, and so I made a slide presentation for you, and I'll go through that quickly with you. So we have the vocabulary and concepts for the notan project. It explains what a notan is, a Japanese design concept, and it's just working with positive and negative space. So we have the space that is the subject, which today will be the pumpkin, and then we have the negative space, which is the empty space surrounding the pumpkin. So if you look at the slides, you'll be able to see that. Slide 3 shows you some examples of either abstract designs or a really cool tree and kind of landscape on the right. The next one, it just kind of goes through some tips that you should use. You will flip and glue down your shapes to the other side of the paper, and that will give you like a mirror image. Um, and then the mouth, the eye shapes, they will be cut out of one piece. I'll show you that in a moment. You'll see it in this video. And they're going to be used for the other side. So as you read through these slides, you can see what is going to be required. So you're going to need two color pieces of paper. Doesn't have to be orange and black, and be any color. I'm going to use pink and purple. That's what I have available. And I also mentioned that if you don't have two colored papers, so if you have two pieces of white paper, they can even be small, then you can actually color one of those and leave the other one white. And so you'll have two colored papers. If you use a crayon or a marker, you can color and just make it all purple or make it all orange or whatever color you want. So I'm going to go through this now, and we will see how this is done. All right, so I'm going to move my camera. Just stay with me. All right, so you guys can see here there's not much to this project. As far as materials, you're going to need two colored papers. I'm just using pink and purple. All right, a pair of scissors and a pencil, and that's about it. If you go to slide number 5 in your slide presentation that I left you, it has all the steps right in front. So what we're going to do is choose one color that's going to be our main pumpkin shape. I'm going to keep purple, and so I'll make my main pumpkin out of pink. I'm going to fold this paper in half, get a nice fold, match the corners, pinch, and then make your fold. And I'm going to cut this paper in half. So I take my scissors, and I'm going to follow that folded line. All right. So now when I place that sheet on top of this sheet, then half is pink and half is purple. Okay, so you can see that in step 1 on the slides. Step 2, draw half of the face on the orange paper. All right, so mine is pink, so this is the one I'm going to draw. And I can just look right here on the computer and follow that shape down. Okay, and we're trying to get a nice size pumpkin on here, nice and big. So there we go. I've got the shape of that. If you can't see it in the video, then I'll just outline this. Maybe I'll use a black Sharpie. You can use a pencil. I don't know if you can pick that up in the camera. So as I go around, and I got my pumpkin shape. All right, we're keeping this notan very simple today, even though you guys are a little bit older. I'm going to get the shape of my eye. So I'm going to use a triangle. And I got to get my mouth. So for my mouth, what I'm going to do is kind of use this, almost looks like a castle wall. I'm going to go right across, and that will be cut out. This is a curved line underneath. There we go. All right, so hopefully you can see all I drew. Not a whole bunch of stuff we got to draw out of this. All right. So first step, take my scissors. I'm going to cut the shape of my pumpkin out. So you guys will see that now. the outside. I'll get to the inside in a minute. I'm just trying to keep my scissors on that black line. Whenever you're cutting, you're looking at this, the point of your scissors. That's what you want to keep on the line. So one hand's cutting while the other hand is turning the paper. Okay, we talked about that a lot. If you guys had me in kindergarten, first or second grade, you probably heard me say that before. All right, so now I've cut out my pumpkin shape. You can see that in the slides. Next step, we're going to cut out the mouth and the eyes. Okay, if you cut a real nice straight line, I find this works well. I just start from the outside and cut a straight line to the bottom of my triangle, and then just cut out that triangle shape. There we go. Cut that out. Cut out my mouth. I'm just trying to stay on that line. This is a little more challenging. All right. The mouth is a little bit more challenging, but I think I can get it. All right, take your time. It's not a rush. There's not a lot to cut out here, so project's almost halfway done already, and it hasn't taken us long. But I want to be very careful with this. This is an important part. There we go. Cut around the bottom. Bring that up, and voila. Got my mouth. All right, cool. All right, so I'm going to leave this sheet here. There's no waste in this. I don't throw any of this away. None of this is garbage. I'm going to take my piece and flip it. And this is that mirror image, right? That idea that there is a mirror. What happens on one side happens on the other, symmetry. And now, when I place my pumpkin like this, I've got a full pumpkin. I got half on this side, half on that side. Okay, I'm going to take the eye that I cut out. So let me get out my eye. You see, I cut it out like this. And this is important. I'm going to flip that eye over and put it in the darks, okay, in that positive space. Negative space, positive space. Here's my mouth that I cut out. So I take that and I flip it over, and I'm going to match it right here. So I put it right against the pumpkin. All right, and when you're done, you've got two areas of positive and negative space with two colors. So the negative space is pink. The pumpkin is positive space. That is purple. The eye and the mouth, negative space. But it flips on this side. It's a mirror image. So now it's the opposite here. So my positive space is pink, and my paper around it, the color around it, purple, is a negative space. So I hope you guys enjoy this. You can do this project. Normally, I would do a whole nother notan project on top of this, and it would look a lot closer to the ones that are on page number 3 on your slides, those 3 examples, and maybe we'll try one of those in December. All right, have a wonderful rest of your week. Any questions, please email me. Be sure to glue these down, by the way. I didn't glue these down. But be sure to glue those down, and then you can hang it up on your wall. And this is our second pumpkin project for this month of November. All right, so there we go. Have a great rest of your week, and keep on staying crafty. See ya.